And time for which children have been swapped today. Yeah, it's a bit dark, but yay! So yeah, this show is very weird. And there's some stuff that I would like to question about it. But they are kind of talking about it, but I don't know. But I think the idea started off really interesting with because I don't know how, apparently it's actually a thing. I don't know how common it is, where you get like two children and they swap. I think I talked about this in one of the earlier streams, and they swapped. And I was like, oh, how common it is, I don't know. I don't know if that's just a movie thing, or if that actually happens. I think I searched it, and I think that actually is a phenomenon, which is actually concerning. Very concerning. It's like, yes, by the way, we have swapped your children. Don't worry about it. It is all fine. It's like, it is very dark. But I do like this idea. I don't get why they're trying to make... I just think it would be an interesting idea, just a dramatized version. They made it a romance, which is sort of like here's 3 people, who's gonna actually marry him storyline. Which I like. But because one of them is in this, I'll talk about it. So, the 3 sort of ones you have in the sort of spoilers, you have the sort of rival, in a way. Like, the person who he has a question, who's also sort of like the intellectual rival. Best at sports, best at this, best at that. Sort of like, the sort of like popular girl because good at sports, good at this. You have the social, sort of like, social media, popular girl. And then you have sort of like the best friend. But the difference about the best friend is they're not genetically siblings, but they grew up their entire life thinking they're siblings. So my question is, where does the line draw? Like, technically, yes, but I don't know how you would feel. Because if I had that situation and I had a sister, I would be like, you're forever my sister. Even if we're not. It's a weird question. I bring it up because, like, they had this thing where I was like, oh, is that love? I was like, no, please, no. It feels weird. But I don't know if that's just me and I'm being an idiot. Because I get it. There is sort of that thing. They're not genetically connected. And there are stories of, like, people growing up together acting like siblings. But I think that's acting rather than sort of thinking you are actually siblings. But yeah. So yeah, this is kind of worth watching. It's an interesting watch, I think. So I hope you enjoy this video, and good night.